I'm a family doctor. Like my colleagues, I have and do prescribe Ozempic and similar medications. These are potent drugs that have helped many people to lose weight and control diabetes. For the right patient, it's a very effective drug. That said, it is a drug. That is precisely the problem. True, it does have some rare but potentially very serious side effects. That's the problem you'll hear most medical experts warn about. But that's not the main problem. Allow me to explain the real problem. As I mentioned in my book, Health in Flames, I fully anticipate that we will get to the point of not just being able to manage obesity with medications like Ozempic, but we may eventually go on to find a cure for it. Likewise, we might one day do the same, not just for diabetes, but also for hypertension, Alzheimer's, colon cancer, and other chronic diseases. What's the big deal then? Why am I pushing for a big change in the way we live our lives? Here's why. We need to differentiate between managing chronic disease on the one hand and optimizing health and well-being on the other. Yes, we can do as our politicians, both on the left and the right, would like for us to do and continue to spend mindlessly. Such mindless consumption stimulates the economy, leads to increased productivity, and that leads to innovation. That innovation leads to technological advancements that produce for us drugs like Ozempic. Thus, we can effectively treat diabetes and obesity. That should enable us to return to our sedentary work environments to continue to increase productivity, which will enable us to earn more and then spend ever more mindlessly and purchase even more products and services. But that lifestyle was precisely what got us into this situation of increasing rates of diabetes and obesity and other chronic diseases to begin with. Diabetes was rare 100 years ago. It was nearly non-existent 200 years ago. Today, it's unusual for me as a family doc to go more than a couple of days without treating someone diagnosed with diabetes. So we are celebrating the fact that we've innovated our way to effectively being able to treat a disease which we've never had in the first place. We could have and can still do so much better for ourselves. The science of well-being tells us that what impacts happiness is not becoming increasingly productive. Rather, it is social connections, exercise, healthy living, spending time in nature, sleeping well, and other such factors. Apart from basic food costs, none of this costs money. They are free to us today. We don't need to wait for technological innovation to get us out of our current health predicament. Exercise, good nutrition, spending time in nature, socializing are all available for us today. We just need to be freed from being tied to our desks and computers. We need to recognize that increasing productivity is not the route to happiness. We need to stop spending mindlessly as individuals and stop chasing GDP growth as a society. The result will leave you happier, healthier, wealthier, more engaged, and simply better.